Hey BGC, this is Timothy Corbett, Program Director at the Boys and Girls Club in Talent, Oregon. Today's topic is about mindfulness, but before I get into that, I do want to let you know that this information is kind of geared a little bit more for older kids, so I would suggest maybe 6th grade and up, so keep that in mind. So just to start this, which we at BGC find this an extremely important topic. Mindfulness, the social, emotional wellness of our members, of us, the team. So that's why we're talking about it today. And the cool part about it is that we have a lot of YDPs that are coming out now with mindfulness enrichment videos on our YouTube channel. So check those out. Just recently we had Roger and we had Colin talk about the importance of breath. Those are two, they showed you, well, I think it was a total of like 4 different techniques about focusing on the breath, of which are mindfulness techniques. This might not really make sense to you. You may have heard it already, which is awesome. But that's why I want to talk about it today. So to start, I want to share a quote with you. Okay, the quote goes, "The mind is like a butterfly that flies from one flower to another, never standing still." So you have thoughts, right, all day. Let me paint a picture for you, if you will. So you, per hour, I did a little bit of research. I found out that on average, the people can have between 3,000 to 4,000 different thoughts per hour.
Whoa!
Right? And
Whoa!
The interesting part about these thoughts are more than half of these thoughts are useless. They don't really help us. So they're really unimportant, right?
Whoa!
Okay, so keep that in mind. We have distracting thoughts as the day goes by, right? So you can do the math of how many thoughts that is, different thoughts on a daily basis. So that's like roughly 3,000 to 4,000 different thoughts per hour. Okay, now to add on to this visual, we have family needs. So we have brother, sister, mom, dad that can take our attention away, right? We have obligations, good or bad, whatever they may be, they are drawing our attention. Okay, so that's added to those thoughts that you're already thinking in your head. Now brother, sister, aunt, grandpa, grandma, etc. Okay. Now, let's take in consideration computer ads. That might sound a little odd to you, but computer ads are fighting for your attention all day long. And especially now that we're on the internet perhaps a little bit more than usual, given the current times. I have, just to give you an example, I have a program, a web browser that blocks ads, okay? I looked at it and it gives me some stats. Within the last 2 months, more than 80,000 ads were blocked just in my general web search. Wow. So that's 80 different times that my attention could have been taken elsewhere, right? So we got the thoughts in our head, we got other obligations, family obligations, we got ads on the computer drawing our attention away, right? Now let's take in consideration iPhones or phones of some sort. You may have one. If so, you know all the badges, all the banners, all the sounds, all the notifications that you can get on there. Yes, that draws your attention to the phone. Once again, I'm not saying good, bad, or anything, but just painting a picture of how much information, how much different stimuli can take your attention away from what's going on right now, right? To add on to all that, ADLs, activities of daily living, like taking care of your hygiene, eating, right? Preparing that food, right? That all requires attention, dressing, that type of thing. On top of that, we're going through a stressful time with all the different pandemic updates, which are important to stay updated with, but that does take our attention away from what we're doing. And then on top of all this, as humans, we're future-oriented or past-oriented. So a lot of our thoughts venture off to what has happened. The thoughts venture to what's going to happen. Don't get me wrong, having a vision for our future that differs from our current circumstances can be inspiring and exciting, but it can also keep us from fully committing to our present placement, where we are now. We may become aware of that it's happening when we notice our thoughts about the future are distracting us from our participation in the moment. So mindfulness and the mindfulness activities that our YDPs are coming out with our enrichment videos, which I highly encourage you to participate in, are these opportunities to train yourself. Now, keep in mind, mindfulness, it's a way of life. It's building a skill. So just like you want to play basketball, you want to get better at basketball. Well, the plain and simple, you have to play more of it, right? So practice makes, not perfect, but practice makes your skill set a little bit sharper, perhaps a little bit more productive and efficient. Same with mindfulness. So once again, the quality of being present, okay? So actively participating in the moment. So we train in these moment-to-moment awareness activities through meditation, allowing us to build that skill of mindfulness. So once again, we have a few on our YouTube channel that you can check out. This can be kind of daunting, right? But there's a lot of different types of mindfulness training activities. And that's kind of kind of a formal way of saying there's some opportunities to create the skill of being in the present, right? Therefore, some of the benefits behind that will give you the opportunity to, decipher really what is important to you in your life and how you want to live your life. So, according to this site that I recommend you to check out, it's really a nice one. You and your parents can check this out. It's called headspace.com. So for people that want to incorporate different mindfulness activities into their life, they report on that site. I just read it this morning. It says heightened levels of happiness, patience, acceptance, compassion. Once again, over time, right? Now, it's not a cure-all. I do one mindfulness activity and all is well. No, it's practice. So keep in mind, mindfulness is a way of living, all right? So countless techniques, and you'll see more coming your way on this YouTube channel for Boys and Girls Club. It goes anywhere from different activities from focused attention to body scanning, to journaling, to kindness, loving kindness activities, skillful compassion activities, visualization, resting awareness, reflection, and there's a lot more. But now that you know about this, most mindfulness activities have a couple things in common. Whatever it is, whatever that means, that practice is that you're practicing, they have calm and clarity at its focus. With calm and clarity, you can dive into and be present for what you're doing today. So guys, hopefully this video is informative as far as what mindfulness is. So if you hear that term on future enrichment videos on our channel, you kind of know what's going on and what that's all about. So I hopefully this was beneficial for you. Please share this with any other friends that you think that might benefit from mindfulness activities, and